Assalamu alaikum. This is Moel. I want to make a quick video, because I've been engaging with a lot of atheists and agnostics and all these type of individuals, and they seem not to fathom things on a more profound level like philosophy and epistemology. Okay, so when I tell them that atheism is the fact of the, under atheism, nihilism is the fact of the matter, they don't get it. And then I get this cantankerous, pugnacious, yeah, I use the same terms in case y'all don't like it. I'm going to keep using the same term until y'all change your attitude. You know what I'm saying? Until y'all stop being combative and basically argumentative, okay? So what I'm trying to get at is this. I was talking to this atheist one time, a long time ago, and I told him that atheism entails nihilism. And nihilism is the fact of the matter under atheism. And he's like, no, it's not. You have to demonstrate blah, 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 because his basic philosophy and these people don't get it, okay? And then when you explain it to them, you're like, so what if nihilism is the fact? It's like they have no problem with nihilism, which is incoherent, but they have a problem with God, which provides a coherent and foundational worldview at the end of the day. So now you have these atheists who don't get it, okay? Because they operate based on a psychological state. They want statistics. They want people to show them that, hey, look, here's an atheist who's nihilistic. They want to see it, like science. They want statistics. They want to operate based on the weakest epistemic way. You know what I'm saying? They want to operate based on something that is changeable, based on induction or abduction. You know what I mean? And basically, stats are bound to change. But something that is coherent, sound reasoning remains the same, because that's your metaphysics. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say, okay? You have to distinguish between a psychological state and epistemology, or an epistemological state, if you want to call it that. You have to distinguish, okay? So from an epistemological stance, atheism entails nihilism, because you're rejecting Abrahamic God, and I've said this plenty of times, okay? But from a psychological state now, an atheist assumes nihilism is not the fact of the matter, because he's not nihilistic, because he's not experiencing nihilism, because it's all about experience for these heedless people, okay, who lack insight. It's all about experience. No, we're operating based on epistemology, not psychology, okay? Philosophy, not emotions, okay? So if someone is experiencing nihilism, he doesn't necessarily have to be an atheist. It could be a monotheist. It could be a theist, a polytheist. It could be someone who believes in God and experiencing nihilism. That's a psychological state. It does not mean that on an epistemic scale, nihilism is the fact of the matter. Also, under monotheism. You follow me so far? So you have atheists who might not experience nihilism, and you have monotheists who might not experience monotheism. That's psychology. Okay, that's psychology, experience. But you can also have an atheist who's not experiencing nihilism at all, but you have a monotheist who's experiencing nihilism. Why? Because now that's a psychological state, and it's usually predicated on depression or some type of psychological, if you want to call it an illness or something like that, some psychological, like something that is experienced that is unwanted, that makes you not function properly, okay? Makes your mentality not function properly, okay? So people need to understand now, a psychological state is not the same as an epistemic state. Epistemologically, on a philosophical scale, you can deduce and say, okay, God, there's no Abrahamic God, there is no ultimate accountability. Therefore, nihilism is the fact of the matter. Even if you're not experiencing nihilism, this is because of Allah's mercy. Allah has given you these faculties to make you experience life and enjoy it. This is Allah's mercy, okay? So if you don't get it, if you can't fathom why nihilism is the fact of the matter, then you're heedless and you lack insight and you're an ignoramus at the end of the day, okay? So nihilism is the fact of the matter, and that's the bottom line under atheism from an epistemic scale. Okay, psychologically you might be experiencing something else, just like a Muslim. But on a monotheistic scale, if a Muslim is experiencing nihilism, That doesn't mean that nihilism is the fact of the matter. It just means that it's something that he's experiencing at the moment. But on an epistemic scale, from monotheism, we know that ultimate accountability and God, Allah, is the fact of the matter, the truth. And that's the bottom line, okay? Peace out. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.